is our language. Creativity is our weapon. And perfection is the only option.
All right, looks like we're good to go.
Your ride, your brand, your image.
Good luck to you too if you're going out on track.
This isn't just a wrap, it's a revolution. Regal Wrapz and Designs, where power meets style, and style becomes unforgettable. At Regal Wrapz and Designs, we don't follow trends, we set them. Every line, every finish, every detail is built to dominate. From flawless vehicle wraps to bold custom designs, we take your vision and redefine it. Seamless statements, artful accents, hues of harmony. We are Regal Wrapz and Designs. Thank you to our sponsors and partners for the 2025-2026 winter season.
All right, here we are tonight with the Pro Late models from Lanier. Oh, come on now. Why aren't you doing what I need you to do? There we go. Now you're doing what I need you to do. There we go as we get practice finishing up here. Hey, watch Joseph Grandy there, out there in a third spot right now. Let's see here, what do we got going on? Why? Mike Vitale out there on track, along with, well, thought I saw somebody out there, but there's Michael Vitale in that 213. Michael Vecchio out there. Who's already here for tonight's Pro Late Model Division. Sponsored here by Regal Wrapz and Designs. You watch at 23, William Watson roll out on track down there at the bottom. Got to roll around here, get a couple laps in for himself. Oh, come on now. Why are you being a pain? There we go. Watson out there, as we said. Then the number 23, Michael Vitale in that 213, rolling that top side. And Templeton coming out on track once again in that number 31. There, Michael Vitale, as we said, Watson out there. They roll off here in the corner number 1 and 2. And Watson there in 6th. Well, 6th fastest that is right now. With Michael Vitale up in that outside wall. Coming at your turn 3 and 4. Checkered flag waves here in practice. Qualifying coming up. All right, Brandon Templeton first out there on track, along with Joseph Grandy. And you see Grandy right there. There's the 213. Michael Vitale. They roll down through the front stretch. Zach Chapman out on track. Not sure if Watson there in fifth. Pat Boyce there in sixth. Nobody else on track. Mason Hine, Jet Biker are right there. Not qualified yet. Neither has Michael Vecchio. Here in your Pro Late models tonight. Trevor Garou currently qualified second. Randy, though, laying down a good time of a 13.719 out of that 518. Templeton there in a third with a 13.786. All right, here comes heat number one. Your starting grid will look like this. Pat Boyce rolling off on pole. And it was outside of row number one is going to be the 99 of Billy Roberts. Row number two on the inside, that's the 31 of Brandon Templeton starting third. And his outside, Joseph Grandy in fourth, driving that 518. Inside, row number three, starting in fifth is going to be the 280 of Jeff Sharp with Joe Marcel in the 028. Starting there in sixth with Jeff Barker in the 513, starting seventh inside row number four. They get everything ready, rocking and rolling here at Lanier for the heat number one of the Regal Wrapz and Designs Dirt Pro Late models. Eight laps to go here in heat number one. Now we see Billy Roberts out there on the outside. Pace car rolls off. Here we go. They're down and away here in heat number one. As Templeton looks to the inside there. Can't quite get there as the 41 slides up the track. Ends up getting rear-ended by the 518 of Joseph Grandy. And Grandy tries to find his way back up there towards the front. Up there on the top side now as he works there through one and two. Templeton down there on the inside of Billy Roberts. As Roberts up there across the top cushion trying to gain that momentum as they work down the front stretch. 6 laps to go here in heat number one. The 99 of Roberts up there on the outside. Templeton there in second, driving at number 31. And way up there against that outside wall is the 518 of Joseph Grandy as they work there out of the corner. Down there in through off of two. You're looking there at the action as Billy Roberts is there above Brandon Templeton, who's currently got the lead. But look out, here comes Joseph Grandy up there along that top edge, bringing that late model up there through the pack. As he's there in third, as Roberts tries to get underneath Templeton, coming there out of turn number 4. Down here across the start-finish line, 3 laps to go here in heat number 1. As Templeton brings it on around, here comes Grandy up there on the outside of Roberts now. Roberts trying to hang on there in second spot. And this is going to decide who your inside lane of the feature is, as we're only going to have 2 heats here of the Pro Late models. As they work down here into corner number 3 and 4, you see Templeton way down there against that inside wall. As Roberts falls back a position as Grandy gets around him. Jeff Sharp in the 4th as Joe Marcel is there in 5th. Jeff Barker in the 513 fell backwards here in the 7th spot. Fell off the face as Templeton gets the win here in heat number 1 with Joseph Grandy there in 2nd, Billy Roberts there in 3rd. Your heat 1 results coming up. All right, Brandon Templeton, your winner of heat number 1. Joseph Grandy there in 2nd. Billy Roberts in 3rd. Jeff Sharp 4th. Joe Marcel 5th. Pat Boyce there in 6th. Jeff Barker there in 7th. They get rolling out here. We got our heat number 2 grid with Scott Riom out there in front, driving at number 4. And who's outside of row number 1 is going to be William Watson. And then number 23 to the inside, row number 2. In 3rd, the 213 of Michael Vitale. Trevor Guru in the 075, starting there in 4th with Zach Chapman. In that number 72 back there, starting 5th. Mason Hines starts 6th with Michael Machio there in 7th. All right, down here in the corner 3 and 4 they go. As you see Riom out there in the front, up there along that top side. As they left the field in the back, I don't know exactly what happened. Something happened there off the start. Trevor Guru in the pits. Chapman there in the pits. Watson out there in the 3rd. Vitale 2nd. They storm on through here. I'm not exactly sure what happened. We'll take a quick look here to see what happened here in this heat race. Something happened here on the start. And him come down there off the start. Out here in the corner. Oh, the 23 just stacks them up there on the high side. They continue out there. You see Vitale and Riom. Watson out here in that 23 after stacking everybody up there on the start. Getting into that outside wall. Looked like it just came out and grabbed them. Down there now off of turn number 4. 3 laps to go. Here for Vitale and Riom. No competition. Come there off of turn 4 there, side by side. Riom and Vitale battling it out. Watson back here towards the back after the unfortunate start, but it's still going to come away with 3rd. As they come rolling off here out of corner number 4. Riom as your Heat 2 winner with Vitale in 2nd, Watson 3rd. Here is your results of heat number 2. Going to be Scott Riom with Michael Vitale getting 2nd. William Watson there in 3rd with Trevor Guru there in 4th. Zach Chapman 5th with Mason Hine and Michael Machillo there in 6th and 7th. All right, we'll be back after this short message from our sponsors.
Thank you to our sponsors and partners for the 2025-2026 winter season.
All right, back here at the racetrack. 8 seconds left here in warm-up. All right, here we go, your starting grid. It's going to be Brandon Tillman starting out there on the front row, taking the pole, with Scott Riom starting there in second to his outside in that number 4. Row number 2 on the inside, starting third, is going to be the 518 of Joseph Grandy, and to his outside, Michael Vitale in the 213, starting there in fourth. Row number 3, inside, in fifth, that's going to be Billy Roberts, starting with the 099. And to his outside is William Watson, driving at number 23, starting there in sixth. The 280 of Jeff Sharp's going to start inside row number 4 in 7th position with Trevor Guru to his outside there in the 075. Joe Marcel in 9th tonight inside row number 5, driving at 028 with Zach Chapman in the 72, starting there in 10th. Row number 6, that's going to be Pat Boyce, starting at number 41 in 11th with Mason Hine there in the 89, starting 12th. Row number 7, that's going to be Jeff Barker in the number 513 with Michael Vecchio starting there in the 147 in 14th. Does not look like Hine or Vecchio took the grid, so we will be here with 12 drivers. Here heading off in the corner number 3, getting ready for the start of your feature event of the Pro Late Models. 30 laps of distance. Pace car is up. Barney's got the flag, green flag in the air. They're down and away here at Lanier, heading into corner number 1. Templeton down there on the inside. Rehome trying to battle up there on the high side. There comes that 213 of Vitale up there. As you see, the 23 of Watson trying to work his way up there through. Much better start here this time for these late models as they come down there off of turn number 2. Yeah, they work down there off of the corner, in through, off of the... And off the corner, as you watch the 99, working there on the inside. Uh-oh, they got trouble in the corner number 1 with 27 laps to go. 3 wide with Watson on the bottom, Riom on the top side, and Roberts there in the middle. Caution is out. Brandon Templeton issues up there on the top side. And as Templeton just all torn apart. And I thought we saw trouble getting there into the corner. And just unfortunate there for Templeton. I don't know. He must have got into somebody here who got up there into the outside. Oh, no. Okay, there it is. We saw just everything tear apart there. What happened here to Templeton? That's where we should be looking. As Templeton was the start of this all there with the 518 of Grandy. And just ends up taking a bad bounce there up into the outside wall. Getting spun around there, all tore apart. The 75 there, torn apart as well. As they work there off the corners. There you see Templeton trying to work to his pit stop. Can't quite get that car to turn the way he needs it to. He's missing that right rear or right front tire. I don't know if he's going to get it to turn or not. We're going to see here. There you go. He's got it. As they come here to the green. Off of the start. Here they go. Templeton down there on pit road. Got to wait for them all to go by. He'll try to make a run off of pit road here. Getting there off of corner number 3 and 4 comes Grandy. Out there in second is Billy Roberts, and they're all stacked up there behind him. As Riom and all of them are stacked up 3 wide. Once again, with Watson there on the bottom side, Vitale there in the middle. As they work there off of turn number 4. And out here in the corner number 1 and 2, the 72 there of Chapman. Working their way off. And in the corner, number 1 and 2. They work down the backstretch there. You watch the 72 of Chapman trying to get underneath of Vitale. Can't quite get there. Following Watson up through on the bottom side. And they all battle it out. Roberts there in a second. As Grandy has pulled away there through the middle of the track. On up there in the front. 22 laps to go. They work down there off. With Grandy, as we said, out there in front. Chapman, he's working up there onto the bottom side. Whoa, getting a little loose. Ends up there in front of Vitale. Now Vitale going to try to dive under him. Can't quite get there. Chapman closes the door as they work there off of 4. Joe Marcel there in a pit with Scott Riom in 4. Trying to get up there around Watson. Watson right now holding on to 3rd. Billy Roberts there 2nd with Grandy out there in the front. And they battle on down through 1 and 2. Templeton out here a lap down, along with Barker. They roll out there through. They watch them come there off turn number 3, 18, now 17. Look, nope, 18 laps to go here. As you see, Grandy working there off turn number 3 and 4. Back down there through 1 and 2. Watson looking to try to chase down Roberts. And it looks like he's doing so as he's gone a little bit down there through off the corner. Watson is there now, up there behind Roberts. As they head on out there. And then to the outside wall. Roberts all over the front of Watson. Watson ends up sliding him up there into the outside wall. Now he's underneath. And there goes Riom around. Vitale nowhere to go. Vitale destroyed here coming into corner number 1. caution is out. Looks like Zach Chapman got a piece of it as well. And you watch him coming there through the corner. Watching here from Scott Riom. You see them guys there just battling it out. And then all of a sudden they're coming off the corner. Man, oh man, not the ride that Riom wanted to take. Hey, watch him coming there off the corner once again. And man, oh man, what a night of racing there for these guys. They're racing hard, trying to race clean. I don't know why that was on mute. Hey, want to be here second caution. Joe Marcel out there for it. Jeff Sharp there fifth. Second caution of your Pro Late models. Billy Roberts out there in third on the bottom side. Coming around here to get started with a next set. Restart down, 13 laps to go, sorry. I'm in here in the corner number one. Joe Marcel up there on the high side. There you see Watson with Randy. Roberts down there on the inside. Trying to work his way back up there towards the front after battling there with the 23 hard. As they work down there out of the corner, Joe Marcel up there on the top side. Here comes Robert Dorman into his bottom side. Off the corner, but look who's slowly coming back into the picture. That's Brandon Templeton. And he is a lap down, battling back there, trying to get a lap back. And he's up there technically around the fourth car's position as they head here off the corner. Just unfortunately, is, like we said, a lap down, but tally with a black flag. Back there in sixth. They work there off the corner. With Watson up here, battling in second. Roberts there third. Marcel fourth. Chapman back here in seventh. That was it. He had got a piece of that problem there before. With Vitale now working down there on the inside. With Jeff Sharp there in fifth. Joe Marcel in fourth. Billy Roberts out there in third. Watson up there on top. Randy leading the way here as we got 7 laps to go. As Roberts under fire from Joe Marcel. As Jeff Sharp tries to close the gap there a little bit in that number 280. Working there off of corner number 3 and 4. 6 laps to go as Randy comes across the line. Joe Marcel and Billy Roberts battling side by side. As Marcel's trying to keep a hold of that third spot. Down there off the corner, 5 laps to go. Here at Lanier, down here in the corner number 1. 3 wide now as the 280's getting the nose under there to 41. There, Pat Boyce on pit road. Jeff Barker there on pit road. Scott Riom out, Trevor Guru out. Matt Hine and Machio never getting, Mason Hine and Michael Machio never took the grid. As they work down there in through 3 and 4, still watching that battle between Marcel and Watson sitting here in second. Roberts and Marcel, 3 laps to go. Who's going to try to battle it out here? As you see, Roberts up there on the outside. Marcel down there on the inside. As you got Grandy coming around, 2 laps to go. Marcel's holding on to third. As they come down there through 1 and 2. Marcel trying to hold off Roberts. Got to do so for another lap yet. As they come there in through 3 and 4. Roberts got a little bit of a lead there. No, he don't. As you see, Marcel comes there. He's got the bottom there. He's going to shut the door on that bottom side. Final lap. Grandy out of turn number 4. Joseph Grandy, your winner here at Lanier. With William Watson getting second. Joe Marcel third. What a race there for third place between Joe Marcel and Billy Roberts. As Grandy comes around here and parks it here in Victory Lane. Your top three come out here. Grandy, Watson, and Marcel. All right, great job, everybody, drivers. Now we'll go ahead and get with the winners here. Here we go. Here with our winner, Joe Marcel, getting third. Good evening there, Joe. How's it going?
How's it going? It's going good.
Oh, it's going pretty good here. Great run out there, man. You definitely had to battle for that third place tonight.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was a fun battle. You know, I didn't know where to run, but, yeah, that was a heck of a battle.
Well, I see you might have a little bit of damage there behind the right front of your machine there, but didn't seem to fade you too on getting around Roberts for that third spot. I mean, you guys were battling hard there for, I don't know how many laps are here tonight.
Yeah, it didn't feel like anything was broke or anything. I think I got that damage from the wreck on the front straightaway. So, I mean, I just try to keep running the bottom and try not to hit the wall. So, glad I could get it done.
Yeah, that wall, it seems like it could reach out and grab you here tonight.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Well, you got sponsors, shout-outs, anybody you want to thank for getting third tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank, first off, Regal Wrapz, all those guys over there, coast to coast, for an amazing league to run in, you for a great broadcast, Main Street Auto, Fast Eddie's Hot Rods, GS Designs, Short Fuse Motorsports, and Monster Energy, everything, everybody on that SFM car.
Alrighty, well, great job, and we'll hopefully see you next week in the Pro Late Models once again.
I hope so. Thanks.
All right, have yourself a great night there, Joe.
You too.
All right, now I'll get William Watson. Good evening there, Watson. How's it going?
Good about you, bud.
Doing pretty good. Man, definitely did a good job bringing that car up 4 positions here tonight. You gained second.
Yeah, I had a fast car. I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm a little pissed off right now because
Well,
I
mean,
I could have caught Brandy some part of there if a caution came out, if I wouldn't have been pushed into the wall and then blamed for it all at the same time. That's just ridiculous. And I knew it was coming too. It's the same people all the time. They don't give anybody room. They want to blame you. It's crazy.
Well, it definitely a great run there you had, and definitely track looked like it was pretty slick there all night tonight between the big block, through the modifieds up through the late models.
Yeah, the track was way better in the big blocks and the late models. The top kind of came in the big blocks, and it was there for the late models. You could have seen me running the top, so the track was way better in these last 2 races. First race, I didn't have no room to figure anything out because, again, getting taken out in the heat race. So I don't know what's gotten into everybody this season. Last season was pretty good and pretty clean, but they just don't not giving anybody room.
It's hard to say what's kind of happening there. So, but you did a great job getting that run for second here tonight. You got sponsor shout-outs. Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, teammates at FGM, Sponsor View Shops, Duper Performance, GripHacks.com, Unit Dirt Car Series, Vortex Graphics for the wrap, Shaggy TV, Coast to Coast for giving us a place to run, and you for broadcasting and sponsoring the late models here.
All right, well, our pleasure, and hopefully we'll see you next week. We take on another track here on Thursday Night Thunder.
Sounds good.
All right, well, Watson, now we'll get with our winner here, Grandy. Good evening there, Grandy. How's it going?
Hey, what's going on?
It's going fairly well. You had a great run there in that 518 here tonight.
Yeah, felt good. Thought I was gonna have a decent race with Brandon there, but I don't know. From the looks of it, he looked like he wanted to turn into the wall. But is what it is. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened to Templeton. I know going there into turn one there on that one lap, it just shot up to the outside wall, and he took heavy damage.
Yeah, I mean, we made a very little contact, but I looked at the replay. His wheels are turned to the right, so I'm not sure what happened. But it's what it is.
Well, you did a great job hanging on for the win here and bringing home the victory. But you got any sponsors? Shout out to anybody you want to thank for bringing home that victory.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Aiden over at Raise the Bar, all the guys at RMDB, Catalytic Recovery, Hinkle Homes, Mad Rabbit, Highline Cinematography, Shaggy TV, Reckless Wrapz, my girlfriend Olivia, all the guys at Coast to Coast, and appreciate you, man, for doing the broadcast.
Alrighty, our pleasure, and great job again getting that victory here tonight, and hopefully we'll see you again next week.
All right, man, thanks.
All right, that'll wrap it up here from Lanier tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to another night of Coast to Coast Racing Network here at here on Coast to Coast Racing Network, and we'll be back again Monday night, I believe it is, when Coast to Coast Racing Network will be live. If you're watching over at Fleeger Farm TV, watching the Pro Late Models here of the Thursday Night Thunder, be sure to check out the entire show over at Coast to Coast Racing Network here on YouTube. And Fleeger Farm TV will be live once again Sunday night, bringing you the FMA Xfinity Series. Thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a great and wonderful night.
Precision is our language. Creativity is our weapon. And perfection is the only option. Your ride, your brand, your image, elevated to a level that can't be ignored. This isn't just a wrap, it's a revolution. Regal Wrapz and Designs, where power meets style, and style becomes unforgettable. At Regal Wrapz and Designs, we don't follow trends, we set them. Every line, every finish, every detail is built to dominate. From flawless vehicle wraps to bold custom designs, we take your vision and redefine it. Seamless statements, artful accents, hues of harmony. We are Regal Wrapz and Designs.
They say it's a matter of time, 1,000 days and the sun won't shine before I come back to you. For your love I will go far, I wanna be wherever you are. I know I'm coming back for you. right in a million wrongs. I know I'm coming back to you, and I'm happy. Nothing's going to stop me. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way home, I'm making my way.